Session will focus on advertising on the Evanston campus and different resources and opportunities for student organizations. First, we'll talk about outdoor advertising spaces on campus. You may have seen these while you've walked around campus. Um, One that's very popular are the banner spaces near the arch. You can see an image at the bottom right of what that could look like. Students can print out banners to hang from the trees by the arch. Just make sure that before you hang your banner, you reserved banner space with the Norris Events Planning Office, either in person on the third floor of Norris or through their website. Another outdoor advertising space is The Rock, very classic. Just keep in mind before repainting the rock, consider what message you may unintentionally be covering up. Be sure to follow the rock traditions and guard the rock for 24 hours, and make sure that you give whoever painted the rock before you the opportunity for their message to be by from heard by members of our community. Chalk is another advertising opportunity that you can take advantage of. Using chalk, you can write your message on sidewalks across campus. Popular sites with heavy foot traffic are the large sidewalks near the arch, as well as the sidewalks leading up to Norris. And chalk can be done pretty much anywhere on campus, so it's a great way to spread the word far and wide. A few resources from the source that can help you accomplish your advertising and marketing needs. Um, One is the banner printer. There's an online form where you can submit your design to have your banner printed. Just note that we will not have grommets or string available at the source, but those can be purchased from Arctica in the Norris Underground. In the source, we also have a regular color and black and white printer where you can print using a print code. And we also have a variety of colored paper that you can print on or thicker cardstock paper to meet your needs. We also have other decorating supplies and a variety of different resources. And if you're looking for something specific, feel free to come and ask us, and we will help you find them if we are able to. Any printing bills will be directed to your organization's SOFO account. And just a reminder that the source is on the third floor of Norris, and it's right in the back near the Daily. Now, where not to advertise outside, be sure to avoid taping your flyers to the ground or scattering flyers on the ground. Avoid putting flyers on the doors of campus buildings unless you have explicit permission. And also avoid chalking underneath covered areas. An example of this would be the covered portion of the Norris West entrance. Some indoor advertising spaces include the Norris ground level windows right by Mod Pizza. Be sure before you paint the windows that you have reserved that advertising space through Norris. You can rent supplies and paints from Arctica in the Norris Underground. You can also bring your own paints, just make sure they abide by the Norris restrictions on what type of paint you can use to paint the windows. You can also use the Norris chalkboard in the Norris banner space. You can see an example of what chalkboard messaging can look like. The chalkboard is located on the first floor right next to Shakesmart, so it gets a lot of foot traffic. And the Norris banner space can also be reserved through Norris Events Planning. And this space is right when you look up if you're entering Norris from the west entrance. You can also utilize campus bulletin boards. There's one in Norris, as with many other academic buildings on campus. Just be sure to follow any rules and restrictions that the board may have in place. Often boards will ask that only one flyer per event be posted at a time. Norris screens and elevator posters are also good resources for communicating about your event with the campus community. Norris screen designs can be submitted through their website where you'll find more information on different size restrictions and be able to reserve that advertising space for around 2 weeks, depending on your reservation. You can also use elevator posters, which you can see on the right here, and there are about 4 different spots for posters in the elevator, and that will help anyone who travels in the elevator see your event. While we're talking about Norris, take a second to look at Norris advertising guidelines. There are several different ones here. several different ones here, but the overall message is just to be respectful of Norris's advertising space and keep in mind that most advertising must be reserved through Norris itself, and just follow all of their regulations. Another way you can advertise your event on campus is to utilize campus publications like the Daily Northwestern, Blackboard Magazine, or North by Northwestern, or other publications. These organizations will have different ways of being contacted. So just look at their website. We have a few listed out here for you. But if you're interested in your event being published, uh, write up a short press release to send to the publication that includes all the details of your event, like the date, time, and location. Also provide a contact for the reporter to interview if they're interested in doing so. And also give a sentence or two of background on the invited speaker, specific activity, culture observance, or any other information that is related to your event so that the reporters for these publications know what they're getting into and know if there's space to include advertising for your event. Most of the time, this coverage will come after your event has passed. These publications will write about it, but it's a great way to get the name of your organization out to the campus community, and they'll have you on their mind for the next time they see you advertising your event because they read about it in a publication. That's all we have for today. I hope this was helpful in helping understand how to utilize advertising on Evanston's campus. If you have any questions at all, feel free to reach out to SOA, and thank you so much.